Stephanie Milky here, aka Keto Mom, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the Keto Mom podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the Keto Mom Secrets podcast. Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we just got done with CrossFit. So we are done, we are sweaty, we need some dinner, we're making dinner. And we all voted on having buffalo chicken dip. So if you saw the reel that I posted the other day about the buffalo chicken dip, it is incredible. So we made some more buffalo chicken dip. This is what we are having for dinner. It is super simple. Has anybody seen at Costco, you can actually buy a pack of rotisserie chicken that they cut up already and throw it in like a freezer bag. So I buy the rotisserie chicken from Costco, and then all it is some cream cheese, sour cream, obviously buffalo chicken dip, garlic. I'm like blanking out. Oh, sour cream. Oh, ranch. And you throw it in a pan. I'll show you. And some cheese, and you bake it. And then you want to know what I do is I make this chicken dip really chunky. Like I guess I could call it chicken dip, but I'm actually just going to say buffalo chicken because I make it so it's more chicken and really thick. So you can do a couple things with it. I actually don't want it to be a dip because I'm not going to use chips. The other day I made this and I put it right in a low carb wrap. And then the next day I had this for, I'll show you in just a second as you're tuning in. So I'm just spreading it in the pan. I'm making buffalo chicken dip. I'll tell you how and what it is. It's incredible. I want to know what you're having for dinner. Only because it gives me ideas. It gives other people ideas. But I'm going to show you what I made because it's so good. And I told the girls, I'm like, hey, I want some more buffalo chicken. And they were like, me too. And so it's delicious. It's really great for leftovers. It doesn't take that long to make. I'll pop it in the oven for 30 minutes. Okay. Ta-da! So all I did is take a rotisserie chicken. You can cut it up yourself. You can use canned chicken. I'll share the link to the video that we made the other day. And it's some cream cheese, ranch, sour cream, obviously a little heavy on the dairy, ranch, and buffalo chicken dip. Buffalo sauce. I make it super chunky. Look it. It's not like a dip. You can make this more dippy if you want to make some low carb chips. If you want to use celery, I like it super chunky. It's not going to fall out of the pan because I take it and scoop it right into a low carb wrap, or I honestly ate a majority of this last week over the course of 3 days because I just put it on a whole bunch of lettuce. So all I had was lettuce and this. It was so amazing. I couldn't get enough of it. My friend Kelly loved it. She came over and wanted to eat it. I'm going to pop it in the oven really quick. You guys, it is so good. Hold on. All right. It's incredible. So easy peasy, something super simple. I feel like I'm still breathing heavy and super sweaty. I'm super disgustingly sweaty. All right. I know that's kind of gross to talk about in the kitchen, but I'll tell you this. So I want to know what you're having for dinner. If you've ever tried anybody like buffalo chicken? It's like a thing I want to have it every single day. And I wanted to share something with you. So we just went to CrossFit. I would love to know what your workouts are. So if you go for walks, that's great. If you do yoga and that's what you do, awesome. If you don't work out because you're like, I physically can't, not a big deal. If you do CrossFit, what do you do? Like, what is your preferred workout? So our whole family goes to CrossFit. I love it because I love the accountability. I love the coaching. I love the community. I say I love the hard because I want to love the hard. I was telling our coach today, I said, every time I see that there's running, because if you know me, I'm always like, man, I want to love running. I want to love running. And then we run. And I always am like, oh, I hate it. But I did it today. So I went in. I want to tell you something. Isn't it interesting how strong your mindset can get you to quit or talk you out of something? Girls, look at the sky. It looks like cotton candy. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like pink and blue. You should go try to take a picture for me. So I wonder if you guys could see it on the camera. I'll go show you our lake in just a second. So today I went to CrossFit, and you can go look at the workout beforehand because it's always different. And all it was cardio for 40 minutes. It was like running and biking or rowing. And in my head, I told myself, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it my way. I can be a little stubborn. So I went in and I was like, listen, they know I don't love running. I said, I'm going to do a 200. And I was switching it all up. And my coach, she was like, okay, Stephanie, how about you don't do this one, but you don't do the easiest, you do the middle. I was going for the easiest. In my head, all day, I was like, it's not a big deal. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the easiest one. And she's like, why don't you do the middle one first? We'll check your time and see how you're doing. And I was like, all right. And I did it. And after the first round, we had to do 4 rounds. I got done running, and every time I'm like, and I would get to the last run, and I was like, I'm going to cut it short. My mind tells me I'm going to cut it short. Nobody's going to know. And I would get to the last run and I'm like, nope, I can do it. I can do it just a little bit more. I legitimately had to my mind had to combat back and forth. I can't believe that would be just me. Your mind is powerful, right? Your mind will tell you to push for something or talk you out of something. And you have to have the strong enough voice in your head to overtalk the other voice, right? One side's going, you can cut it short. It's not a big deal. You did great. You did 1 lap. And my other voice is like, listen, I'm not talking angels and demons. It's solely me. My other voice is like, you've got this. You're not going to die. You're breathing heavy. You've already made it here. You can do 1 more lap. And I'd be like, I can do 1 more. I can do 1 more. Anyways, I don't know. I just want to tell you that your mind is powerful. It will talk you out of something. And do you have the voice inside of you? Do you have the gumption? Do you have a strong enough why? What do you want, and are you willing to go after it? So that's one thing I wanted to share. Also, I was listening to a message today, and the phrase came up. I texted to my husband, and the phrase was, do your actions match what your mouth is saying? And I went, oh man, that's good. Do your actions match what your mouth is saying? And I thought, how many times do people say, I want to lose weight. I want to get healthy. I'm going on a diet. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to go to the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week. But your actions don't line up. So my challenge to you is really pay attention to what you're saying, because your words are powerful. You can say all you want. Your words have the power of life and death, right? But also, are your words matching up with your actions? You don't get to just, we have this theory of people are like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I just have to learn a little bit more. Got to watch one more video. I've got to watch one more podcast, listen to one more podcast. I don't know. Those are just the things that popped into my head today. I was like, when I say I'm going to do something, am I doing it? Am I committed to the words I'm speaking to myself? Am I going after these goals? I got done running today, and I was like, Amy, thank you for having me do the harder run. I have to tell myself that I love this. It is not easy for me. I'm like, it's really not. It was hard. I didn't love it. I'm thankful that I did it. It was hard. So do hard things. Buffalo chicken dip. If you're asking what to put in the buffalo chicken dip, I'll share in the comments, or I'll share in the stories. I'll share the recipe. I did a reel the other day, so you can go look at the reels. It was my daughter holding the chicken pan. Super simple. Honestly, you can't mess it up. Have as much chicken as you want, about 3 cups if you're going to do canned chicken. But let's say 3 cups of chicken, a half a cup of sour cream, 8 ounces of cream cheese. I just dump the ranch, but I think it's a half a cup of ranch. Sprinkle some garlic, salt, and then buffalo. And then as you mix it, I put the buffalo dip sauce in there, and then I just put it to taste. I'll taste it, and I'm like, do I want it more hot, or is this fine? And then you bake it, because the chicken's already baked, right? So I bake it for probably 30 minutes until it's, oh, and throw some shredded cheese in there. Some people do mozzarella cheese, some people do. I'll get you the recipe, but you can't mess it up. If you want it to be more runny, you would add a little bit more dairy. If you want it thicker like I do, like my girls love the thick chicken, I'll get it to you. Hey, I'm going to show you guys my lake. You guys want to see it? So I wanted to hop on here because I wanted to just encourage you in the fact that, I don't know, somebody needs to do hard things. Somebody needs to do hard things. You guys have to see this. I mean, I hope, okay, look at my face right now. It is, I'm going to show you this. It's absolutely stunning. I live in Minnesota. Where are you tuning in from? And also, if you did not answer the question what you're having for dinner, I want to know what you're having for dinner. Because it gives other people ideas. I don't want this to be just about me. If you need recipes, you can go to KetoMomSecrets.com. All one word, KetoMomSecrets.com. Tons of recipes. You can tune in every single day on the page, but I need you to see something. Did you get some good pictures? No, just of the sky. Okay, are you ready for this? You guys, look at this. I'm going to start and I'll scan it, all right? Hold on. All right. I hope that you can see it. Hold on. It looks like cotton candy. Look at, hold on, the best part's coming. Hold on. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, I don't even know if you can tell from the camera. Oh, I love this. I say, God, you're such a great painter. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I just thought I would share that with you. It's pretty beautiful. I love looking outside. I love looking at all the colors. All right. So I want to know what you had for dinner. And if you have any keto, low carb, any questions at all, let me know, message me, and I will answer those questions for you. I have been on this journey for 7 years. I'm putting my phone back in my holder. So I'm not perfect. I eat more protein than fat because I'm on a different journey. Actually, let me tell you this. I'm going to map this out. So I'm going to be 40. So I started this when I had 120 days. So I'm on a journey. I'm calling it 120 days to 40. It's my own thing. There's nothing written up except for in my own mind. And I was going to share it, and I just haven't shared it yet. But I'm on a journey to 120 days to 40. And I have been eating more protein, like moderate fat. I've dropped my carbs some more. I have been super intentional, like running today. Like my goal is the CrossFit workout, but also doing some extra things at home. I'm going to be doing some heavy shoulder and arm workouts, and I'm just testing to see how much stronger I can get. And just a couple of things in 120 days. So it's my own journey. I was like, I'm going to be 40. I'm going to be the strongest I can be so far. So I don't know. I just have this little thing rolling around in my head, and I've been doing like 100 push-ups tonight and sit-ups and just doing a couple different things to add on to my CrossFit workouts. And just being more aware of how much protein I'm eating, because protein in general, just so you know, somebody that's doing a ketogenic diet does like moderate protein. Most women don't eat enough protein. So what I've learned from some doctors and some experts, women will go, hey, does the ketogenic diet make your hair fall out? And I say, it's not the diet itself. It is the lack of protein that most women don't get. And there's lots of things. It can be stress, protein, hormones. So protein is needed for muscle growth. Protein, women just need protein. I don't feel like they get an adequate enough if they're actually doing a strict ketogenic diet. I have more people switching over to like higher protein, moderate fat, low carb, so they can use their own fat as well. So there's different variations of keto, just so you know. Like there's not a one size fits all. So I do it a little different. I drink ketones, I drink protein, I eat a lot of protein. My goal is muscle growth. Everybody is different, right? So if you're trying to figure out what works for you, I do say it's great to track your food to see what you're eating and to see how you feel. Not everybody can handle dairy. Like this meal that I'm making right now is more of a heavy dairy meal. I actually don't love to eat a lot of dairy, except for in this buffalo chicken dip. Otherwise, I actually don't. I try to stay away from it as much as I can. That was one of the things I was going to do. But I really love this dip. No, this buffalo chicken. And I'm also obviously drinking ketones once or twice a day. So I have a new challenge going on in my customer group. If you want to know more about drinking ketones and how those work, I've been drinking them for 7 years. They're an incredible tool. I would love to help you understand why. So if you want to know more about the challenge, post challenge in the comments. It's pretty great. Like, I will never not drink this. I call it my mom fuel, but it's for dads and anybody else as well. So it's incredible, puts you in ketosis in under an hour. So that's why I can eat higher protein. If my body's not making ketones, I have them. Like, this is my fuel. I feel incredible. I don't eat all the junk. My brain is focused because it's brain fuel. My appetite is under control. I have the energy to keep up with my incredible kids and do some crazy workouts. And so I feel great. This is my fuel of choice. If you need a fuel of choice, or if you want to know more about the challenge, just post challenge below. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. I really hope that you shared your dinner of what you're having because it gives other people ideas. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful cotton candy view of my lake outside. If you just tuned in, rewind a little bit and go look at that. Otherwise, have a great night. I'm here to help, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.